Greetings everybody, Fu here with part 7 of Build Your Havoc Trooper. We're going to get into the forearms. Alright, the forearms are going to come in a top-bottom configuration. You're going to do your standard shim again. Multiple pieces. You're dealing with a lot of crazy angles. You can see that all the detail work is actually vacuum formed into the plastic. So that's a huge help for construction later. Makes it a little difficult to shim. So what I did is I actually just took the heat gun, got these to where they were supple, had my glue ready to go. This helps if you have two people. Get them cut, get them flexible, slap the glue on them, wear some gloves, and get them pressed into place until the plastic rehardens, and then you should be good for the shimming there. So that's going to be the right forearm, because that's got the little data pad built into it. And this is the left forearm, which unfortunately it's difficult to see with the ambient light, but I've got the yellow panel there. What I did is I cut out the front. I got a CD case that had kind of a smoke textured plastic, cut out a section of the plastic, did very minimal cuts until I knew that it fit exactly in the hole I made, super glued it in place, glued a piece of white tissue paper on the back, and then on the inside I actually have 3 yellow LEDs shining up against that. That's a temporary job that'll be fixed in. All the reference photos I found, it shows a line between the green light. If you zoom in on it, it's actually 2 broken up green lights, but you normally see it at like that angle. So the line is already there from the digital pull, and these are actually surface mounted LEDs. They're real tiny little guys that I cut out and mounted from behind, and I had glued a piece of tissue paper over them to disperse and diffuse the light a little bit. And that is all running on a 9-volt battery with a 100 ohm resistor, and I think I'm using 1/8 of a watt. So just throw a resistor in there just to be safe, but I haven't had anything burn or melt yet, so that works out well to get the lights in the arm. One thing on construction, this sunken part right here is going to be tricky for you, and I actually ended up cutting it out because in the vac process it got real thin and didn't line up real well just because there's so many angles to get to. So I just cut it all out. I glued a piece of plastic in the back and then just filled it in with glue. And remember, you're going to weather your armor and you're going to beat it up anyway, so don't be overly concerned with a lot of, you know, seamless looks, because a lot of things can be turned into battle damage. That's one of the beauties of building clones and of building, you know, any trooper that was out in the woods like you see in the Havoc. So those are the forearms, and we will look at the shoulder bell in part 8.